You know what? Drake is weird. But honestly, so are a lot of us. Let's talk about it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, you all? We need to have a real discussion about what happened today on social media after this alleged picture of Drake has now been circulating online, and it is just been a very weird day. And I honestly do not even know where to start. So I'm up making breakfast this morning, making me something to eat, and I am seeing Drake be a trending topic on Twitter. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, did he release a diss track? I got honestly a little nervous. I was like, I hope this is not him trying to respond back to Megan or whatever. I'm just not interested in that. Like, just let it be. You've already done your stuff. Just let it be. And then I see the tweets coming down the timeline, and the tweets are about an alleged peen pic. And knowing how long Drake has been in the industry and how long he's been famous, he's not had these type of slip-ups. I'm thinking somebody has probably done some mess or whatever, Maybe he done got another white woman pregnant. Maybe that type of situation is going on. And come to find out, it is a picture or a video of him. And thankfully, I have not seen anyone on my timeline retweet it and post it. And we're going to talk about that. That's why I say that although Drake is weird, we are weird as well. And we seem to not understand consent, which is why I'm going to always talk about it, because we have been talking for years now about how leaked images without folks' consent is, it's not right. It's not okay. I can't use the language I want to use because of YouTube, but leaking any type of photo of somebody like that without consent is not right. In so many words, it's not right. I don't care if it's a celebrity I don't care for or whatever. It's not right. And seeing so many people go online and trying to find the picture, like folks was even, on Instagram asking for what are the pictures that I want to see it, and when people are thirsting over the pictures and stuff. And I'm like, why are we thirsting over a picture that we know is leaked? Drake hasn't posted online. He hasn't done any of that. Why are we so interested in seeing someone's picture? Like, that is disgusting. We can't continuously have conversations about things like this. We can't say, oh, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. We can't say 1 week that looking at a celebrity's leaked picture is wrong, or leaked pictures period are wrong, and then thirst after an alleged leaked picture of Drake. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So I'm just looking at the conversation. I'm looking at folks who, sometimes have the right, quote unquote words to say online, now engage in conversation and banter about this video that's supposedly Drake. Like, now folks are critiquing it. Folks are saying these things about it. It's big, it's small, it's flaccid, it's this and that. And I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not perfect by far. And I laughed at 1 or 2 of the tweets, but then I started to do some real internal dialogue in myself and saying, this is actually not right. Like, this is, even if folks are clowning him for whatever reason, it's just not right. This is a picture that has been posted seemingly without his consent and has been talked about like this is him. It's not okay. And some time goes on. You're seeing folks, drag it and talk about it. People thirsting after Drake, saying they'll do anything for him. Oh, it's so big. I didn't know that. You even saw heterosexual men engage in this homoerotic conversation about this man's peen. Like, these men were tweeting and saying, oh, he rich, he light-skinned, and he got a big peen, like he just got it going on. Like, it was something fascinating to see, because these are the men that make queer people feel uncomfortable going into barbershops, having conversations about stuff. These are the men that agree with books and stuff being banned. These are the men that feel like there's an agenda to emasculate black men, and there's too many feminine men, and it's just too much queer stuff, too much gay stuff, da 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 da. And then we see these men in this homoerotic way of talking about Drake, like having a conversation about Drake and his peeing. And you know what? It doesn't surprise me because workers, I'll use that term, workers have been talking about how men engage in their content and how men, want to see workers engage in things with big pieces. Like they don't want to see an average one. They don't want to see a small one. They want to see big pieces. And I was like, wow, like that is interesting. Like even earlier this week, you saw men were talking about this famous male actor and saying they got their, teachings or how to stroke or whatever from him. And it's just like these men do not realize that it's okay. It's okay to look at a man and whatever, and y'all are attracted to these men. You might not be wanting to engage in things, and even if you do, that is okay. But y'all be around here cutting bananas. Y'all be saying drinking this or smoking hookah that's too femme. All of these things like wearing persons, but y'all sit here are thirsting over this man's being. Like over his lifestyle. Like it's so fascinating. It's so fascinating to me. So you had that conversation going on, and then you had a lot of people who have seemingly just forgot that Drake is a whole misogynist. Like forgot that he's been poking and making fun of Megan for the last couple of years. Has mentioned Megan in his music, referenced her in the situation with Tory Lanez in his music, has a history of things that are inappropriate for someone his age, and now is the same individual that does not want to perform a song that he was featured on a single. Now is the same person that doesn't want to perform a song where him and Rihanna was on a track. Like it was all good when he was thirsting after Rihanna and was confessing his love or like for her. Now that she is clearly involved with someone else and has kids, basically has a family, you just see Drake like dealing with rejection with this situation with Rihanna. And it's been bubbling. It's been like he'd been taking shots and doing stuff. Rihanna was not interested in him, and she's probably not interested because he's corny. Like Drake is corny. I guarantee you, if Drake stands in the sun too long, he will start popping like kernels. Like he's that corny. And some people have said if Drake has all of these things, he's handsome, he's, this and that, he has this, he has money, why is it that this late 30-year-old or almost 40-year-old man cannot maintain a relationship with a woman? Why is that? Why can't he do that? And that's a conversation. Maybe he doesn't want to be in a relationship, but his music sometimes be confusing. But now you got folks who seemingly just forgot that Drake has been kind of a disgusting person over the last couple of years. And now people are saying, oh, I want to go into Marvin's room or this and that. I'm just confused of how we are one day talking about how body shaming is wrong, how we are saying that, us wanting to have these black men have these big things is fetishization and all of these like things like y'all, it's this stuff that we do to black men. We say all these things on the timeline, we have conversations about it, but then when it's time for that politic to actually show up, it's not present. Like it just seems like everything has now went out the window. Like everyone was interested in, appearing to be these things, to care about these things, to care about consent, and now desirability has reared its ugly head, and now everything has went out the window. Like I need to thirst after this man who is not even interested in black folks, like not even interested in black people. And now for what? What? I don't get it. I'm just very confused by quite a show to see how quick so many people have switched. So many people have switched, and just everything that Drake done, it just didn't even matter. Like, oh, a big ping. Like, oh, ping. It's just like, and Like, we have a problem. Like, we really have a issue, and I'm not sure if we are really interested in talking about it and being honest that like things like this are not okay. And this is the reason why so many of us have been talking about how colorism affects things, how desirability works, because everything that Drake has done has now went out of the window. It's like no one even cares anymore. And people will say, oh, you just jealous, da, da, da. Call it what it is. Yes, I wish I was rich, if that makes you feel better. I wish I had enough money to live comfortably, like if that makes you feel better. But it's just seeing the conversations and stuff and seeing how quick it switched from, you know, folks was eating Drake up and, you know, talking about all these things and how he's just been a disgusting piece of, over the years. Now thirsting after him, someone who they probably would never be able to meet, let alone engage in any type of relationship, romantic or whatever, now thirsting after this man. And it's just, I don't know. And yeah, we can laugh at it and can kiki about it, but it's just how we consume celebrity, our fixation on celebrityness. It's weird to me. It is extremely weird. So now there's this alleged screenshot that was supposed to be Drake posting on Instagram and saying, I wasn't hiding my meat from the world, I was hiding the world from it, Poppy. There is no indication that Drake posted this. It could be post and delete. It don't look real to me. It doesn't look real to me. When I went to his Instagram, it wasn't posted. And it's just, people do things like this to get attention on their social media platforms and stuff. So I don't think the picture is real. I'm saying that the picture is not real, period. But it looks like something that Drake would post. It looks like something Drake would post. Now, here's my theory. I do think that it's a possibility that Drake may have shared this online or posted it somehow. It would make sense considering that he's been getting ate up. Like, he's been getting ate up the last week, you know, and folks have been talking about him the last couple of months or whatever. Drake's, you know, likability has been going down a little bit. He's still doing, you know, sold out concerts and still doing things. Music is still doing the numbers and stuff, but he's been getting ate up. Like, folks are starting to like not mess with him like that anymore. And the tide has been turning. And folks have been constantly bringing up things that he's done in the past. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was Drake or someone leaking this or posting this or whatever to kind of win back public opinion, like to sway public opinion back towards his favor. I think celebrities do stuff like that when they know that, hey girl, you got to wake the girls up. You got to wake the girls up. And it seems to be working. It seems to be working. And people are taking the bait. People are taking the bait. They're not engaging Drake the same way they were a week ago. Because I'm not gonna lie, girl, if it is true that Megan was addressing Drake in his, which I think it ate, like, you know, posted up in like looking like a bad, like she ate that with the same scars. And speaking of scars, they tweeted and said Drake must be behind payments with Edward Scissorhands. Because Dr. Miami tweeted and said, yes, men do get enlargement surgeries. And Dr. Miami has been on Drake for a minute. You know, he made a comment about like, yes, men get BBLs and stuff. They do get like ab surgery and all that other stuff, because it's been rumored that Drake does get like surgery on his stomach and his abs and stuff to make him seem more, you know, fit or whatever. Yeah, this whole thing has just been, it's been a thing to watch, for lack of better words. It's been a thing to watch, and seeing how everyone is engaging with this. It has been something to watch, just seeing how everyone is engaging from consuming a picture that is allegedly leaked, that Drake did not post, that we know Drake, for right now, nobody is saying that Drake has posted or shared it. You know, it doesn't matter, like, oh, Drake dropped it. Like, it doesn't matter if he dropped it or not. Like, girl, why are you going searching and looking for it? Why are y'all so picking apart? Like, what is going on? It's like y'all have never seen a peen before. Like, it ain't like y'all ain't never seen one before. There's so many online that you can pay $8.99, $10 and see. You could even get on Twitter and just see beautiful ones, beautiful ones. So why are we so interested in this? It's like the overconsumption of celebrity, like these parasocial relationships and desirability just interwoven. Like, it's just, folks are very much attracted to Drake with knowing that he's a trash individual, but still being interested in seeing him, you know, nude, even if it's not with his consent. I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't know. But, you know, like I said, I would not be surprised if Drake did engage in this or whatever. And it seems to be working in his favor because folks are now thirsting after him all online. And, you know, all the conversations about all the things that he's done is now not talked about. It's just about how pretty he is and all the things. It's getting weird, and it's weird on both sides. Tell me your thoughts. Be as safe as possible in the comments, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.